Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
My name is Marwa Latif.
My name is Usher Shah.
Welcome to the first episode of On the Map,
The Muslim American Perspective.
where community stories are shared by community members.
All across the United States. Places like Inland Empire, California, Dallas, Texas.
Orange County, New York, Washington, D.C., or where you're from.
Or where you're from.
Or where you're from.
Oh, you see what she did? You see what? Okay.
Do you have an interesting story in your community? Share that with us and maybe you can be featured on the next On the Map.
All right, so let's get this thing rolling.
Let's go to our first story from Raleigh, North Carolina with Muhammad Musa to see what the interfaith community is doing for peace and unity.
Muhammad in North Carolina, you're on the map.
Hello everyone, I'm Muhammad Musa. Today we're at the Muslim Jewish Art Fest in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Now, although my name encompasses the prophets of both religions, that's not why I'm here. Sit back and relax so we can see spoken word, poetry, visual arts, songs, and much more.
I've been going for 2 years. This is my third year going here. I actually work behind the scenes as like one of the coordinators for it, so it's really exciting.
This is my second year coming to the Muslim Jewish Arts Fest, and last year and this year we performed. I'm with Sababa, the Jewish a cappella group.
Play a folk song. It's a folk pop song from Barish Mancho. Barish means, by the way, peace. It's a peace song for all the grandsons of the Abraham. It's about a supper, which, like, ironically trying to replicate the life. And the second song is Haydi Erkekler Savaşı, which can be translated as all men go for war. It's like ironically trying to say that war is bringing misery to the people.
We are bringing people together, and with this, we're trying to get an idea of what everyone thinks is beautiful to them. So everyone comes and writes down a word or a phrase, whatever they think is beautiful, and then hopefully we'll put it up somewhere where everyone else can see it too.
Weekly meetings for like ever, and did grant writing and pretty much chose the venue, chose artists, did auditions, put everything together. It took a long time.
I played Oseh Shalom. It's a traditional Hebrew song, a prayer for peace. And I heard about this from Rima Khrais. She's one of the co-hosts. She's in my Arabic class. She called me up, asked me if I wanted to perform, and here I am, performed.
Well, I've been working with a really awesome committee all semester. We have representatives from NC Hillel and from MSA, and we've been meeting once a week to work on getting the venue and getting the program together, recruiting people for auditions and for visual art. This is the 5th year we've done it, but the first time that we've had a community art piece, and the first time that we've had so many visual art contributions.
Overall, the Jewish Muslim Art Fest was a huge success. I'm Muhammad Musa of Mass Multimedia Raleigh, signing off on the map.
Done yet? You've been taking the whole segment to do this.
I'm almost finished, Usher. Hold on.
Story of my life.
Okay, I'm all done. Let's show them. Voila, there's what I painted.
Marwa, everybody knows you didn't just paint this right now.
I know. I got off the wall, but it still looks good, right? It's inspirational. In this segment, we saw that Muslims and Jews came together to promote unity and peace through artistic expressions.
It's like the paint on the palette. You can mix it together and create beautiful masterpieces, but everybody has their own vibrant colors to bring to the table.
MashaAllah. Let's go to something a little bit more serious. Community members all over Dallas came together to this event to see George Galloway and other speakers. They were there to find out how they can help the situation in Gaza.
Let's go to Dallas. Kelly, you're on the map.
On June 4, 2009, President Barack Obama made a speech in Cairo, Egypt, to the Muslim world. His bigger message was about unity and seeking justice globally. Tonight, Americans gathered to show that they are not afraid to act. They are not afraid to seek justice. They are not afraid to let their voices be heard.
A crime was committed in Gaza, and we know who the criminals are that committed the crime.
And we pray for the families of Gaza, the needy, the suffering.
Honor those who would feed the hungry and take care of their families.
We need the people who voted for Obama. We need the people who opposed the war in Iraq. We need them understanding and beginning to support our case for Palestine, and if we do that, we can move mountains.
Why are you here tonight?
I'm here to support the Palestinian people and the Palestinian cause. Actually, George Galloway was one of my heroes. I mean, just the things he's done for the Palestinian people alone is absolutely amazing. And this is the least I can do. I mean, I'm here living a comfortable, amazing life as a Palestinian while my family and everyone that's back there is, you know, having to suffer. So
they've endured over 6 decades of occupation, oppression, and dispossession. They've been victims of war crime, and now the people in Gaza are facing a horrific, siege or embargo.
There's people dying. People are suffering. I mean, it's human rights. We here we don't feel it because this is America. We no matter how poor you are here, you still have your food, you still have your electricity, you still even have a car. I mean, people over there, they have to walk. They can't even walk to school without having to cross a checkpoint, without having to see a tank rolling by, and fearing for their own lives.
It's people's lives are at stake, and we have other countries going over there and fighting wars, providing weapons, all kinds of stuff that it's unethical. I think it's information that people need to know. The media doesn't provide it in America, so there has to be other sources to get it out there. So it seems like he's the one to do it.
If the American people really knew the truth, then we would have millions of supporters overnight. And that's what we are selling. The truth. It's not a hard sell. The human being must be capable of trembling with indignation against any injustice, against anyone, anywhere, anytime.
The United States has played the leading role in the injustice perpetrated against the Palestinian people. So your country and mine, we have a special responsibility to try to bring some measure of justice for the Palestinian people, because if there is no justice, there is no peace. And if there is no peace in the Holy Land, there can be no peace in the world. So this is the moment and this is the place to make the change, and this is why I'm spending so much time in the United States.
So what you do counts. You have to find others like me. You have to speak to them in the right way and avoid speaking to them in the wrong way. Because only when we have persuaded others of this truth that we know can we be sure that the role of your country and mine will be different and better.
What do you think the Americans can do to help further this cause?
Just spread the word. That's all you can do. Just tell who you can and just try and get as far as you can with it.
I think the people of America can say this is enough. We want a different policy. We want a new day. We want to turn a new chapter in this sort of affair. It's just to say that we don't want our tax dollars to continue to fund the misery that we've seen over the last 6 decades in terms of the Palestinian people.
The most powerful tool right now is going to be the tongue. I mean, we have to get out there. We have to speak about this. We have to tell everyone about this. This is not the time to be afraid to speak and voice your opinion.
Well, in the short term, you can help our convoy to Palestine. Go to www.vivapalestina-us.org. There you can see how practically you can help. But you have to bring pressure on the political class in this country to change America's role in this picture. Because America's role in this picture has made millions of people hate America around the world, and we don't want any more hatred in the world. We want to replace that hatred with love and respect. And every American has a duty to try to bring that about.
Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Silence is betrayal." Tonight, Americans are crying out, faith over fear and justice for all. They were showing that they are no longer afraid to be silent, and they will not stop the fight until justice is served.
Viva Palestina!
Viva Palestina! This is Kelly Wynn in Dallas, Texas, on the map.
Wow, I think it's awesome how a lot of the community members got together to show us how we can help the situation in Gaza.
It's our duty as Muslims and as Americans to stand up for injustice wherever it be across the entire globe, and especially in this case.
So Usher, what do you do for the environment?
The environment?
Do you at least recycle?
I recycle my jokes.
Yeah, no.
Tough crowd.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do for the environment?
I drive a hybrid.
Let's go to the Bay Area and see what they're doing over there with the Muslim Green Team. Bay Area, you're on the map.
Did you know that of all the verses in the Quran, some 750 of them urge believers to reflect on nature, to study the relationship between living organisms and their environment, and to make the best use of the environment, and to maintain the balance and the proportion God has built into His creation? In California, Muslims have organized the Muslim Green Team, the first Muslim American grassroots environment movement. They educate and equip Muslim communities to live greener lives and to demonstrate to the general public the Islamic environmental message.
Caring for the environment is a message that's intrinsic to the message of Islam, but for some reason in our communities here in America and in abroad, we've sort of neglected this responsibility that Muslims have towards the environment. So we wanted to start a group that would, again, revive that message of environmentalism that you find within Islam. A lot of individual Muslims have been concerned about the environment for a very long time. And they've been doing their efforts on their own, recycling or composting and providing environmentally friendly products and organic products, all these things individually. But as a group, as a mass movement, at least in the San Francisco Bay Area, there was nothing that gathered the efforts of all these people. So in 2008, we started this group. We did an eco fair, basically a fair where we teach people about the environment, different issues concerning the environment, whether it be water or garbage or electricity.
I recently quit plastic bottles, and I'm now using a reusable bottle for all of my water consumption.
Recycle my cans. Yeah, recycle bottles like soda and stuff.
We're looking into buying actually a new car, so we're looking at some of the cars that are environmentally friendly.
I'd recycle cans, bottles, paper, newspaper, anything that needs to be recycled.
We've stopped using paper towels, we just use towels, so I just wash the towels.
But when we started the Green Team, our purpose was not only educating people about the environment, but also giving them very simple tools by which they could do something positive for the environment. To take very small steps, but things that they can do on a regular basis that will improve their interaction with the environment.
Yeah, I went through the booth where they just teach you these really simple ways of conserving water, just small steps that you can use and take and just save water on a daily basis.
Stop taking really long showers. I think I'm going to recycle my aluminum cans. I never did before, but I find out how detrimental that is.
The environment cuts across all sorts of different cultures and different people, and so it affects us all. And I think if we see that we can all work together for a common cause, I think this is one of the best things that they can do.
Definitely on the right path of conserving energy, saving the environment, and leaving a green footstep.
Recycling sign rocks. See, I like it.
Hi, how are you doing?
What do you need to grow?
Yes, and then water. Yes, water. Good job.
I'm here to answer your questions about recycling.
Well, a watershed is all of the area of land that drains into a creek or a river that goes out into the bay or the ocean.
Your house.
Energy, how to save some energy. Little activity books.
This is Shakan Wakir reporting to you from Santa Clara, California, the center of the Green Movement, on the map.
Well, I guess we can be agreeing that you're not very good at basketball.
Yeah, no. As Muslims, it is important for us to be environmentally cautious, and it is part of our deen to make sure that we recycle, and the Green Team are the ones that really showed us how important that really is.
Cool. It's half the deen to stay clean.
We hope that you enjoyed the first episode of On the Map.
For more information on any of the stories that you heard today, you can click on the links, get involved.
Remember to share with us your comments and suggestions, and if you have a story,
get a camera, shoot it, Send it in to us and you might be on the next episode of On the Map.
My name is Marwa Latif.
I'm Usher Shaw.
Thanks for joining us on the Map.